All right. Something we need to talk about. I've been getting a lot of DMs, shout out to all of y'all, and a lot of comments talking about Nakobe Dean. Y'all know I was high on him. Still am. It's one person, and one person only is the reason why Nakobe Dean is not seeing the field. It is not Howie Roseman. It is not Jonathan Gannon. And how about this? 2 Eagles, back-to-back defensive players of the week, deservingly. Shout out to Darius Slay and Brandon Graham, y'all. Yo, that!
A-G-L-E-S.
Eagles! Eagles!
Say fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yo, that man, you know who it is, you know what it is. Your boy, Philly Fresh, a.k.a. the General here reporting for duty. Listen, if you have not done it, I appreciate advance if you hit that sub button. That's right down there you go. And also, down next to it to let you know when I put up all this flavor, man. We about to start going live, way more, do more things, you know what I mean? Last but not least, it's definitely a like button, man. Hit the like button for your boy. However the algorithm works, more people can see the merch, and hopefully one day I can quit my job. Fresh fact of the day is, you can go to war with somebody. You can have somebody back. You can do everything that they ask of you. If they don't do it for you, yes, you can get mad the first time. But if you still have their back and you still continuously to do these things, that's on you. Because you already seen how they act when your back is against the wall, ashy knuckles. You already seen that. And they ain't come through. So you cannot get mad at them for not coming through again because you put your trust in them again. Even though they might have said, I got you next time, yada, yada, yada. You believed it? Well, they ain't had your back the first time. So you gotta pick your fights and your wars on these kind of things. Because you might have somebody back, but they ain't got yours. All right. First, we're going to talk about Brandon Graham. Shout out to him. 2.5 sacks last week. Fletcher Cox was on. He was amazing too, man. It's like these dudes drunk some fountain of youth, or I don't know what's going on. But the resurgence, and I knew it last year. We missed Brandon Graham so much. You can tell. Really wasn't getting enough pressure. I think Jonathan Gannon switched up some things. The running game, we couldn't really stop the running game, especially against the Chargers and obviously the Bucks and the Raiders and those kind of things. And that was because you lost your best defensive end at defending the rush. I love Josh Sweat, love what he brings to the table, but he's really a pass rusher. He doesn't really stop the run, not like Brandon Graham. And he's not built like Brandon Graham. And then you got Jordan Davis in there. That's a whole nother story that we're going to have to talk about another day. But shout out to Brandon Graham when the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. It was deserving. When you put up 9 sacks, somebody need to look at that team and say, well, who was balling the most? And you can say Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham was all over the field, but there is somebody else that was balling too. And there is a reason why there is a reason why Nakobe Dean has not touched the field in the last 2 games, why he only had 3 snaps in the first game. T.J. Edwards. He is balling out of his mind. You hear me? Balling out of his mind. And I don't think he's getting enough respect. I don't think that people are really looking at what he has really been doing. He's been covering. They've been sending him on blitzes. He's been getting home. He has been helping stop the run. He has been in blitz packages stopping the run. And he doesn't miss tackles. So let's go to it. Okay. We understand that Nakobe Dean, 3 snaps against the Lions, no snaps against Washington, and no snaps against the team we played before that. Can't even remember who it was. Minnesota. But when you look at it, this is the same position T.J. Edwards is playing. First game, T.J. Edwards played 100% of the snaps. 100% of the snaps. Against Minnesota, he played 91% of the snaps. This is with Kaiser White. This is with all these guys. Jonathan Gannon is letting it be known that this is the best linebacker on the team. We understand what Hassan Reddick does. We understand what Kaiser White brings to the table. But this dude is proving and showing. And last week, man, well, a couple of days ago, not really last week, but it is last week, 96%. So let's look at his stats. When you really want to break down what he has been doing, hold on, let me get to it. He just been playing on another level, man. I don't know why they're not giving me his stats right now, but he really has, and it's kind of hard, especially being a rookie. You're trying to prove yourself, whatever the case may be, and you're trying to get into a situation to where as though you want to show the coach that, hey, I need some playing time, and the only way he can really do that is on special teams. He's not getting the snaps, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's not like Nakobe Dean is a bust or anything. I don't want people to sit out there and like, oh, we hyped this guy up and got him in the third round and how we pulled this and pulled that. Yeah, but it's okay for him to sit down and learn. Everybody don't got to be Micah Parsons. Everybody doesn't. Even though I do think all around, now we know what Micah Parsons does. Y'all know I'm a Penn State fan. We know all around Micah Parsons, he get at the quarterback. To me, yes, he's a linebacker, but he's a rushing linebacker, and he always has been that. I think Nakobe Dean got everything. He got everything. And it's scary when your defense can sit a guy like that down. Think about it. When your defense can sit a guy like Nakobe Dean down and still be dominant, what are we mad at? What are we mad at? 3-0 right now. About to go against the Jaguars. Doug Peterson coming home. We all know all that hype. We're going to get into all that. And this might be, to us, stats-wise, this might be the best team that we played all week. But we're going to get into that. But when you look at what TJ has been doing, I mean, what? He had 5 total, leading the team in tackles, obviously. 5 total, 7 tackles against Detroit. 10 tackles against Minnesota, another 10 tackles. He got 4 quarterback hits. He don't got no sacks or anything yet, but he is getting after the quarterback, and I'm trying to find his tackles for loss. Excuse me, I can't find it. But I know we got some. Then we got not a lot, but it's only been 3 games, but enough. This guy has been balling out of his mind. And he needs the respect. And maybe Nakobe Dean don't even play like that this year. Unless hopefully, inshallah, it don't happen. But injuries happen. And that's a hell of a backup for you to have. Think about it. Nakobe Dean. Just think about that. But this dude, he is, and I understand what he said, that he felt some type of way that only got 3 snaps, yada, yada, yada. But you got to understand the dudes that you got in front of you. And if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. And that's what Jonathan Gannon tried to or didn't try to do last year. And like a lot of things was broke at the linebacker position. And he kept sticking with Alex Singletons and the Eric Wilsons of the world and all those kind of guys. And it wasn't working. This year is working. So don't fix anything. If you want to bring Nakobe in there just to have some snaps, especially at the end of games when we smoking dudes like we have been, I ain't got no problem with that. But for him to get meaningful snaps, I'm not mad that he's not. He's going to get his turn. The dude is going to be, when it's all said and done, probably an all-pro. So we got to be patient with the situation. I think Jonathan Gannon is doing the right thing with this. Let TJ Edwards ball out his mind, because that's what he's been doing. And we need to support that, and we need to shout him out for it, because, oh my gosh, is he balling. And shout out to Gate City, me and him. We're going to put on some tape, and we're going to talk to y'all really about it. We're going to get into detail. But until then, man, y'all already know. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all. Yo, that.